Miriu has taken the son of Ajwang Arieya, a Kamuga tragedy. In Kamuga, where the mornings rose in soft golden light and the evenings carried the scent of guava trees, lived a man whose name carried weight, Ajwang Arieya. He was one of the elders, a man whose hands had shaped the very face of Kamuga. If you walked through the village and admired a stone house that stood strong through storms and years, chances were high that Ajwang had built it. He was respected, quiet, prayerful, a dedicated churchman who never entertained superstition, gossip, or fear of spirits. People said the only thing Ajwang feared was disappointing God, and the only thing he deeply loved besides his tools and scripture was his single child, Peter. Life had given him only one son, one arrow in his quiver, one hope for legacy. But fate, in its cruelty, had made that one son a drunkard. Peter was known across Kamuga and the surrounding villages, not for his father's honorable name, but for his own reputation, one that smelled of changa, sweat, and heartbreak. He drank from 6 a.m. to midnight, no holidays, no breaks. Morning found him staggering, afternoon found him singing, night found him lying somewhere, either laughing loudly or sleeping on the ground. The path to every drinking den knew his footsteps. Sandu, Ianja, Koilsir, Sigawet Soin, he visited them all. Even brewers would say, Peter is not a customer, he is family. Ajwang tried everything. Traditional discipline, church intervention, long talks, short talks, silent treatment, even refusing to give him money. Nothing worked. Peter belonged to the bottle more than he belonged to himself. But even the hopeless find love, and Peter found Awino Nyar Sakwa, a woman whose beauty was the talk of markets, churches, and funerals alike. Her waist moved like rhythm, her eyes sparkled with determination, and her strength was legendary. Awino could crush a full lorry, 17 tons of ballast in 1 week. Villagers joked, if war comes, send Awino, not the men. She loved Peter with a devotion that puzzled everyone. While women looked for wealthy men, Awino looked for Peter, the drunkard, the wanderer, the heartbreak. Her love ran so deep. She did what almost no woman in Kamuga had ever done. She paid her own bride price to her family just to keep the man she adored. People whispered, Awino bewitched herself with love, but love, in its blindness, needs no witch. They married and had 5 children, whom Awino raised almost alone. She worked day and night to put all of them in private school in Sandu, ensuring they ate, dressed, learned, and grew despite the weight of their father's chaos. Among the children, the eldest, Achieng, was a sickler, delicate, fragile, often hospitalized. Awino fought silently to keep her alive, taking loans, crushing stones harder, working longer. But the more she worked, the more Peter drank. The in-laws from the burning pots of trouble. Awino's suffering wasn't only from Peter. His family made sure her burden doubled. Mama Peter, the storm in the homestead. Sharp-tongued, suspicious, and easily angered, she accused Awino of everything. You brought sickness from Sakwa. You made my son drink more. You think crushing ballast makes you a man. She never appreciated Awino's effort, not even once. Atieno, the jealous sister-in-law. Laziness had chased Atieno from her marital home in Ahero. When she returned to Kamuga, she carried bitterness like luggage. Awino's beauty annoyed her. Awino's work ethic annoyed her more. Awino's children annoyed her the most. She called Awino a pretender, a show-off, a man hiding in a woman's skirt. But none of her words broke Awino. It was life that eventually would. Every week, without fail, Peter made his legendary journey to Ianja and Koilsir, Sigawet Soin to drink the strongest changa in the region. He walked long distances, crossing River Miriu on his way back. Villagers warned him constantly, Miriu is not your friend. Miriu will take you one day. Stop crossing when you're drunk. Peter laughed them off. Me? I know this river. I was born here. Miriu respects me, but rivers respect no one. It was a Thursday evening, heavy with dark clouds. By 3 p.m., the skies opened with violence. Rain hammered the soil. The wind roared. Trees bent. River Miriu grew wild, muddy, swollen, angry. Awino begged him not to go. Please, today is not safe. Peter, already half drunk, laughed. I will go drink and come back. Isn't that what I always do? He left. The rain fell harder. Night came. Thunder shook Kamuga. Awino prayed silently, glancing at the door every few minutes. Meanwhile, Peter, deep in Ianja, drank as if the world had no rivers. By midnight, he staggered out to return home, rain lashing his face, water soaking his clothes. When he reached River Miriu, it was a monster, a roaring, swirling chaos of water, branches, and mud. A man watching from a far tree shouted, "Peter, don't cross! Even cattle can't pass tonight!" Peter raised his hand proudly. "I am Peter, son of Ajwang. I fear no river." He stepped in. 1 step, 2 steps, 3. The current snatched him. He slipped. The water lifted him like a dry leaf. He screamed once. A short, sharp cry swallowed instantly by the river. Miriu carried him away. Silence swallowed the night. At dawn, his body was found caught in reeds downstream. Cold, still, gone. The news reached Awino like a spear. She fainted. Mama Peter wailed loudly, blaming everyone but her son. Atieno pointed her finger at Awino. "You killed him with stress. You worked too hard. You cursed him." Awino said nothing. Her heart was breaking in 1,000 pieces. When Ajwang arrived and saw his only son lying lifeless, the strong elder, the builder of stone houses, fell to his knees and cried like a man whose world had collapsed. He touched Peter's cold face, whispering, "My son, my only son. Why didn't you listen?" The world didn't slow down for Awino. Bills didn't stop. Children didn't stop needing food. Achieng didn't stop falling sick. The in-laws grew sharper. Mama Peter accused Awino of eating her son's life. Atieno claimed Awino was pretending to mourn. Awino crushed ballast again, day after day, tears mixing with dust, her hands bleeding, her back aching. But she kept going. For her 5 children, for her sick Achieng, for the love she still carried for a man who had broken her heart in every possible way. Kamuga whispered, "Awino is strong. Stronger than misfortune, stronger than jealousy, stronger than River Miriu. But even strength has a breaking point." And the story of what happened next would change the entire village.
Kamuga calls from dusty earth, stories rising, giving birth from ancient stones and whispering trees, carried on the morning breeze. I am the voice, I find the way to tell the tales of yesterday. Sweet Mapera, the children play, where ballast stones mark rivers' way. Kamuga, though time may forget, our spirits bloom, we reliving yet. From deepest pain to hopeful dawn, the village sings its story drawn. Through every heart a vibrant sound, on sacred ancient ground. Sweet Mapera, the children play, where ballast stones mark rivers' way. Charcoal smoke, the kitchen fire strong, grass and willow weave our song. In Kamuga life flows on. I walk with words, I walk with tune, beneath the sun, beneath the moon. Kamuga's voice has made me strong. This is where I truly belong. Listen close, let wisdom flow, so all the waiting